Hold it! Tap! But you could tell from the state the room was in that there must have been a fight. Are you telling the truth when you say that you did not know he was dead? He had a scarf tied around his neck, but that scarf is part of the Jammin' Ninja's costume, so I didn't think anything about it was strange.
Alright, I'll give her that.
His head was also tilted down a bit, so I couldn't really see his face that well, and why I thought I'd wake him up and went to pour the juice. Hold it! That was so you could get the knife, correct? The knife Matt used at dinner had his fingerprints all over it. I thought if I used that, then the police would certainly turn their eyes towards him.
And they did.
Matt was napping with his costume on at the time. I slipped in, took the knife, and returned to the scene of the crime. You're laughing at how derpy he looks?
I'm laughing at the face she's making.
Oh.
It's reminding me of Emma taking notes.
It does. It is reminiscent of that. I can see what you're saying.
Honestly, I see her more as like disgruntled mom. Like, ugh, gotta get my
He's
teenager up
sleeping
for
again.
school.
So, you were the one to stab the victim with that knife. It gives me goosebumps to think about it now. What a horrible thing I did. But at the time, I couldn't control my own body. It moved on its own.
You know, a lot of final case people say that.
Then, when I stabbed Juan's dead body, I suddenly realized something. If I used the button somehow, I could make Matt look even more suspect.
So, you thought to rip one of the buttons off and then plant it in Mr. Unguard's Hakama.
For the button being that big, that's impressive he didn't notice.
He's a himbo. He's a himbo. If he thought that hard about anything, I'd be
He's
impressed.
a himbo. He's not blind. Maybe.
Yes, that's what I had planned to do, but things never go that smoothly, do they?
Yes, normally I get caught before I stab them.
We did that, and then we'll press this, and then we pressed it all. Hold it! Point! You were the one who prepared that costume, weren't you? Yes, I took it from Global Studios. I also put it into Juan's guitar case the day before the award ceremony.
You did this in preparation for the press conference, correct?
Yes, Juan wanted to wear that costume and hold a press conference in it. He was going to disclose Matt's big secret there.
And what is this secret?
Want to know the secret? That I don't know. It died with Juan. Anyway, I thought that if I were to leave Juan's room in the nickel samurai costume, then people would think that Matt was the real murderer. I was very careful not to leave any fingerprints when I opened the guitar case. I absolutely did not want anyone to know about the costume.
I think we've heard enough. So, after that, you went back to Mr. Unguard's room and planted the button.
Into Matt's Hakama? Yes. After that, I folded up the costume I was wearing and put it into a bag. Then, I snuck out of the hotel and got rid of it.
My word, what does all this mean?
Mr. Edgeworth, is it?
To my friends.
Then what are you to enemies?
I was about to say,
and
what does everyone else call you?
The real criminal is Matt Unguard. Yesterday, that woman prosecutor sat me down for a talk. Franziska, huh? She said I should under no circumstances confess to what I had done. That if I just kept quiet, then Matt would be found guilty for sure.
Oh.
I had no choice but to believe in her words. See, I told you, Dylan. You were mixing it up.
In my mind, there was a not before that guilty.
Yeah, no.
Well, boy, did you bet on the wrong horse.
Oh my god.
What this witness has done is clearly unlawful.
One might even say incriminating.
Yes, that too.
In fact, I'll say it.
Oh my god.
You are perfectly free to, Mr. Edgeworth. However,
Incriminating.
as long as her testimony stands, we can be certain she is not the real killer.
We can also make Matt Unguard not guilty. Tap! But wait, Your Honor! The defense still...
Objection. Right. It's pointless. At this point in time, it is not possible to indict Miss Andrews on anything. Well, except for the things she incriminated herself for and the judge just said it was unlawful. But besides that little thing.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. There isn't a single piece of evidence that points to her as the murderer.
Yes,
Neither is there for Unguard! Both not guilty.
Well, there's a bunch of evidence that she forged that points to Unguard.
But that doesn't matter. Throw it out.
The cross-examination of this witness is over, and so is today's trial.
Oh,
You couldn't establish that the witness was the culprit. Please let it go, Mr. Wright.
Dap, but...
Mr. Edgeworth, please place Miss Andrews under arrest for further questioning.
At least it won't be the death penalty.
Yeah, this is one of those criminating that you put yourself in, Miss Andrews. Understood, Your Honor. The prosecution will arrange for her detention immediately.
Wait, what? I thought
Yes,
this was
sorry.
supposed to clear me.
That is all. Court is adjourned for today.
Please tell me we didn't just go through that half hour for no reason.
Don't...
You did.
No, you're
That's
gonna tell me this was the
fair.
bad ending?
Well,
Oh!
fancy.
That doesn't look good.
This doesn't look good!
Ace Tooney. Like and subscribe.
Today's trial is over. Did we choose the wrong 50-50? Did we choose the wrong 50-50?
And did that
you didn't.
50-50 last a
No.
half hour?
No, it wouldn't. It would absolutely not.
I don't know.
Yeah, apparently, as chat says, evidence tampering, that is one of the joke crimes. So it doesn't actually count.
And I didn't win an acquittal. My,
Witness, would you mind if I asked you something?
Edgeworth?
The alertness.
What is it?
Before you leave court today, I wondered if I might look at that one thing.
The card.
The card in your hand. It's set my interest for quite some time now. What exactly is it?
Oh, this? Mr. Wright also asked about this. Although I didn't remember at the time you asked me about it, Mr. Wright. I
Because of
remembered
course.
just now. I found this in the room on that day. The room!
I'm a little sad that you got to say the room, because I would have made a joke about it. That day.
Okay,
I
say the
was
room,
getting
don't
ready
say
to
that
make a
day.
joke. The room where it happened.
I don't
the
think
room
that was
where it
Dylan's joke.
Tell me why so's the room.
Oh.
happened.
That day!
Javier.
Yes. Yeah, see, there it was on the table. I pointed that out before. Right there. Boo, boo, boo. I found this card
Boo, boo,
when
is
I
right.
discovered Juan's body. It was lying there, right next to him.
One might say a calling card.
You found that card next to the victim's body. I suppose I must have unconsciously slipped it into my pocket. But it's not as if this card has any relevance to Juan's murder, right?
I'm going to
Phoenix,
scream.
right.
Yeah, I guess not. But it's still a strange card if you ask me. Phoenix,
Phoenix!
Phoenix, please.
Listen, the judge left the courtroom. There has to be at least one dumb in the courtroom at all times. So Phoenix is taking up the mantle.
And sometimes that just happens to be the main character.
Yeah.
But as far as a clue to this case, I don't see why.
Hold it. Witness. That card. Give it to me. Hurry.
Francisca had one when she was shot. I bet Edgeworth
Edgeworth?
recognized
Yeah. Do you have any
Or not.
idea what you have stupidly, yet inadvertently done?
Oh my god.
Tap this. I can't believe you hid this from me all this time.
She wasn't exactly hiding it.
I didn't mean to.
That's true. She was literally holding it in front of her face the whole trial.
What is this all about?
I've never seen Edgeworth so emotional before, and he thought he killed his own dad. Damn.
Yeah, watching him in that flashback bawling, it didn't even seem half as much as this.
That card. What in the world is it, and what does it mean?
I think we settled on.
Oh, it wasn't a bad ending. Damn.
I think we settled on it being a slow poke into Naruto.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
The hidden shell clan symbol.
True. Edgeworth does need glasses.
I hope you enjoyed watching this episode of Ace Attorney. We play live once a week on Twitch and YouTube.
If you like what you've seen so far, consider giving us a like, commenting, or subscribing for more content and chaos from us.
There is an incoming horde of blue badgers, and the only way for them not to eat your face off is to become a member on YouTube. I wish I was exaggerating. For your own safety, please.
Run.